Hello everyone, and thank you for coming. My name is Ashlyn, and I'm this year's Band Council President. This is Guinevere, one of our drum majors, and this is Itzel. This is the time in the concert where we present our band directors their gifts and just say a few things about them, so we're going to go ahead and do that now.
So I was asked to speak up Mr. DeLeo, and Mr. DeLeo has always been there to be a friend during hard times. His laugh and humor brighten up even the worst of marching rehearsals. His kind heart inspires us to become not only better musicians, but better people. And I just want to say, he can be really sarcastic, and that just makes everything better, honestly. And for Mr. Hastings, I don't know what to say. He's a father figure to me, but for everyone else, he gives all of us a hard time, trust me. But I mean, he always puts a smile on everyone's face. He always puts a joke here and there. Oh goodness, I'm gonna cry. Just want to say thank you for the many years I had you here and before on, and hope I can keep in touch and everything. And congrats on becoming the head director. You deserve it. And
I get to speak about Mrs. Renan. Okay, so Mrs. Renan loves to scrapbook, and she's going to need something to do during her retirement, so we've gotten her this navy blue and white scrapbook. And you can add more pages, it didn't come up a lot, but there you go, that's her gift. Okay, we put together this little, not a speech, it's like a paragraph, okay. Throughout Mrs. Renan's 33 years at Altus High School, she has inspired many. Her love of music and teaching has enabled her to impact the lives of the many students that were lucky enough to have her teacher. I've been blessed to have Miss Renan since like 6th grade. That's 7 years, that's a long time. And I think we all just wish her the best in her retirement, and we're all just really sad to see her go, but you're doing many great things. That's all I can feel. Mrs. Renan, Mr. DeLeo, Mr. Hastings, you can come. Now, Band Council is going to take you out to dinner at your place of choice, but remember that we're kind of high school students. And we're gonna get your meal for you. So they're going to have to decide on something, which that's asking a lot. You're going to have to get together, decide on something, one place. We can go one place, and we're going to treat you to a meal, so.
All right, it is time. I need Mrs. Renan to come out, and she is going to sit in the audience. And the band parents have a presentation for you. I would like to introduce Mrs. Renan's two brothers and their wives, Clay and his wife Debbie, if you'd please stand up. Mike and his wife Renan. And Mrs. Renan's best friend for 42 years, I believe they were college roommates, Joy Fisher. And there are so many other family and friends out here that are here to share this last concert with her. There will be a reception in the band room following the final piece. Everyone is welcome to come over and congratulate Mrs. Runyon on her career in retirement. She's taught band students for 37 years. Sometime after spring break, when Mrs. Runyon announced her retirement, which didn't give me much time to plan this, I called a friend of mine, a composer, and explained the situation. He had already heard the news of her retirement and was thrilled that I called and that he was going to get to compose a piece to honor her career and retirement. For these students on stage, this is an absolute once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to perform a world premiere piece. This is the first time this piece has ever been performed under the baton of the actual composer. So that's going to be a special treat. Dr. Ed Huckaby is an arts consultant, and by the way, before this, she has no idea who that was until I just announced it. Hopefully we've kept this a secret. Dr. Ed Huckaby is an arts consultant, freelance composer, arranger, conductor, and clinician. His career has included roles in elementary, secondary, and higher education, as well as arts administration, most recently serving as president of Southwestern Christian University in Bethany, Oklahoma, until his retirement in 2014. Prior to his appointment at SCU, he was Associate Vice President for Academic Affairs and Professor of Music at Northeastern State University in Broken Arrow. Served as an arts administrator for Tulsa Ballet and was a professor of music at Northwestern Oklahoma State University, where he served for over 2 decades as music department chairman and dean of the graduate school. Huckaby is an internationally recognized and an outstanding music educator and composer of approximately 200 published works, 201 now. Ed holds a bachelor's degree in music education from East Central University, a master's of music education from the University of Oklahoma, and a doctorate in administration from Oklahoma State University with additional study at the University of North Texas. Huckaby was inducted into the Oklahoma Bandmasters Association Hall of Fame in 1996. He has created over 50 commissioned works and has served as a clinician, adjudicator, and conductor for instrumental ensembles around the world, including Japan, Australia, Canada, and across the United States. I welcome to the stage Dr. Ed Huckaby.
Before we begin, let me just say what a privilege it is for me to have been invited to do this. And Mary and I have had, certainly have tons of common acquaintances. We've adjudicated together. She's been in Oklahoma almost as long as I have, not quite. But it's an honor and a privilege. The piece that you're about to hear has already been accepted for publication, is in production right now, and as a matter of fact, with my publisher, as a matter of fact, we just got word about a week ago that this piece has been recognized already by one of the largest music distributors in the world, and has been selected as an editor's choice for the J.W. Pepper catalog for this next year already. And it's not in print yet, so we're excited. That the dedication that you see at the bottom of your program there, that dedication will be on the score, it will be seen by bands, and the piece will be played by bands around the world. So we're excited about this. The last thing I'll say is that from this point forward, the unofficial nickname for Mrs. Runyon is Run.
Again, there is a reception in the band room. I'm sure Mrs. Running would love to have all of her friends and former students come say hello. So please head over there. And band, awesome job, dismissed.